Man, this DMCA shit, I'm not gonna lie, is really fucking stressing me out. I might do a just chatting stream just for that. I'm just gonna talk about it because this is becoming a mammoth of a problem. And like, I always saw it coming. Like, I'm gonna get into details about that if I do a just chatting for that only. The TLDR is that I came from YouTube, and I remember the legal issues with DMCA before, you know, the Google acquisition, before all the bans were happening. I was brought up to the California law way early. So when I was seeing Twitch streamers play like mad music, doing song requests, doing all that crazy shit, I was like so stressed out looking at them. But that's why generally I avoided the copyrighted music stuff. What I didn't expect to find was the copyright that you get inside game music. That pisses me off. So for example, on the Backseat Bucket List YouTube channel, you can check it out. Doesn't have a custom URL. Need 100 subscribers. I've only got 46. There may be a need for me to delete every clip on my Twitch channel. I've got a lot of clips, and I've got a lot with like thousands of views, like really popular clips. So you're just getting strikes, and there's no repercussions if your sub is under the limit. No. There's a difference between a DMCA claim, like completely like we own this, ban. But there's another thing that YouTube has done. The way that it works is that if it finds a copyrighted song, no matter how long it is, like they say you can use up to 5 seconds, blah, blah, blah. There's people that do like a 3-second clip and they still get fucked for it. What happens is that if it gets picked up and flagged, whatever money was to be made for the whole video goes straight to the copyright owner of the song. Even though it may be a 5-second thing on a 3-hour video. You know what I mean? On Twitch, that could be slapped on differently as a complete like strike. Like if you play GTA, if you're a GTA Twitch streamer, you're fucked. Because every time you go on the radio, you get fucked. I think that's why I don't remaster Metal Gear Solid 4, among other reasons with Kojima. Yeah, the iPod. You're right. Playboy, the iPod, regain energy drink. Yeah, there you go. In-game music is like the biggest crime, because I understand if you're like putting like a Spotify hot fucking playlist or some shit, and it's all like current music. I get it, but if it's the game of the music in the game, it's a completely different story, man. Game studios would probably have to have another set of disclaimers to allow streamers to monetize it. There's no benefit to the artist if they don't get a cut. Yeah, I think it's because of licensing. So for example, in GTA, the way that the copyright works, I think from the top of my head, is that let's say Sony or something, or EMI, or whatever label has the song originally, they license to Rockstar for them to be able to play the game at home. It's like buying a CD almost. Sort of that kind of license, but not for broadcasting. It's a different license. So if I take my CD and I put it on my stream, then I'm using the music for broadcasting, and then it's another legal rigmarole, right? So when they made GTA, let's say Vice City or something, they weren't considering like live streaming and sharing over the internet, all that kind of stuff. It was like, you just buy the game, you play at home, and that's it. And you pay the license for that. But the world has changed, you know, with LimeWire, with Napster, Kazaa, Pirate Bays, and then Spotify and all that shit. Things are changing so drastically, but the laws are like built in a world that doesn't exist anymore. It's completely wiped out. It does not exist. There you go. Appreciate the big 4-0, dude. Absolutely, dude. Dude, I'm doing all right, 40. I'm keeping it together. 40 is the new 20, as they say. In Copeland. Is there a difference between live and recorded live in DMCA? Yeah. You know what's funny? If I go outside, okay, another time I get copyright strikes on my Making the Sausage YouTube channel, I got a lot of demonetizations whenever I streamed at PZE, because it would pick up background music from the venue that I wasn't playing, and it wasn't even there. It was like over like in the other area of the building, but it was so loud that it would get picked up on the background noise. And I'd get like 5 DMCAs of the 5 songs that were playing during the stream. And I'm like, oh, fuck me. It's like, you know, here we go again. Demonetization is not DMCA. But that means that if I've got a hype clip from PZ, let's say Box versus Dion Gray, what can happen is that clip could have like Funk Soul Brother from Fatboy Slim playing, like, what was it, Rockefeller Skank, playing in the background. And then I get 1 strike for the whole channel. And if there's 3 clips of that match, that's 3 strikes and I'm out. That's how bad it is. Yeah, a claim and a strike. Yeah. Like, strike is when it's done. Claim is when it's like almost a threat, or like they're gonna put that on you. You could use a noise filter for your mic so it won't pick up sounds in the background. You're talking about for like IRL streaming? That's very difficult, Because if you're running live, there's a very, you don't have like a denoising software. Like even now, I'm running plugins and whatnot. If I ran a denoiser, it would cause certain latencies and CPU spiking. I usually do noise removal in post when I'm editing for YouTube. But to get a clean removal is almost impossible. And these algorithms can really pick up on that shit. Like it was background noise on people yelling, on take it on top, still picks it up. You know, they're very sophisticated on that. If you're running like a mobile app, what I wanted to do is to buy a little shotgun mic. So at least it's directed at me talking. But if it's behind me, if I'm turning around, it gets picked up. You could literally, I could be doing an IRL stream in the park, and then a car comes by and it's blaring Snoop Dogg. Boom, DMCA while I'm still streaming. I'm like, I need to be, I'm gonna like, imagine IRL streaming, and when you hear music, you start running the other way. Like imagine how schizophrenic you are as a streamer doing that shit. Like if you're walking around town and you're passing by cafes and there's different music playing as you're walking by each place, that's a strike. It's insane. Like that's why these laws shouldn't be the way they are now, because of the way things are. I'm not going on purpose passing by a Starbucks so I can get Bruno Mars playing so I can get more viewers. No one's coming in to watch Petro go to Starbucks and listen to Bruno Mars on the radio. It's like, that's not the reason they're there. And it's not going to make him keep watching. You know what I mean? You want to catch crowd reactions anyway of me running away from him. So if your footage is the only way to find this valuable info, and in the live feed of an event, you will get a strike, even if it's used by the official channel, like Bandai Namco. So you walk past music and you get a strike, then the news buy your footage at that point. Oh, dude, I don't know. Like news corporations and all that shit, they can afford any kind of license. They have probably deals with all these labels. They just do whatever they want. Also, if something happens with like a news company that did a DMCA thing, I think that they're not going to be as much trouble as like someone that can easily legally clap. With companies, they got lawyers. We don't have lawyers like they do, you know? It's about who can like bully with more lawyers, you know? And the average Joe just gets slapped. So like there's a lot of people that get false DMCA flagged on YouTube for years. They still haven't addressed and fixed that issue. And what happens is that they make free money off of people that spend months making videos. And because there was something that was like a 3-second little like snippet of something, they can get to claim the whole thing. And the other guy, we're basically doing free labor. And you know, the guy gets a 5 million view video, gets nothing from it. And then like Sony BMG makes like $10,000 or some shit. I'm like, oh, cool. Yeah, that's real cool. They should take that 3-second clip. That's the contribution they had to the whole video, and that's the cut they get. And that's how it should be. But if you don't have the lawyers, you got to saku the shito. That's what you got to do. Hopefully things change, but it requires people to do something about it, and that's what's difficult. Like people can get riled up about something, but to actually do something, different story. Like, you know, even I'm guilty of that. I'm not like playing it off like I don't know what's up. So yeah, other things that got flagged. Okay, Metal Gear got flagged. A lot of Metal Gear videos got flagged. Definitely a lot of PZE tournament stuff got flagged. Anything that was outdoors, stuff like that, all the time. Is this like a country differences, or is it everywhere you like, based on the more loose countries? No! Okay, so here's what's interesting. Anything that you see DMCA either on YouTube and on Twitch, it happens to be, we're both, no matter whoever interacts with the website, is under California law, because the companies are established in California. So what happens is that if you're on Twitch or on YouTube, both companies are established in California and you're under California law. You know, we could have different copyright laws here or flexibility on what's allowed or not. Doesn't matter, because we're not underneath California. We're not under Australian law. So when you defend your case, you have to do it in California. So like I have to get like, maybe like, you know, in some cases you may have to get a lawyer in California to do the job for you. Banana shit, you know? And it's state law as well. Like you could be in like Nebraska, you could be in New York, you could be in Texas. You're still under California law in a more like free state where there's a more wiggle room. But because you're on Twitch, you know, you're fucked. If they, like if you're in Greece, like I'm in Australia, if I get DMCA'd, it's because of California law. But in Australia, let's say it may not be illegal. Whatever, made up thing, right? Because, you know, when you sign the terms and agreements, in there it says that you're under California law. So like, for example, For example, when a certain streamer that I can't mention his name, allegedly, I didn't know this, I can't even say his name. There was a streamer, a very popular guy, that went and did his first IRL stream for the first time. Because normally he went and did a stream, an IRL stream at a convention, and his cameraman went inside a bathroom, and that terminated his account or got him banned. I don't know if it was temporary or not, but that happened, right? This said streamer is now somewhere else. Doesn't matter. I think if I'm correct, I'm not a lawyer. Filming in bathrooms is an illegal act in California. You may do that in Greece and no one gives a fuck. But because you did it on Twitch, you get banned because it's illegal in California. That's what I'm saying. Yes, Moist Muffins knows. Yeah, he knows that streamer. I don't know if I'm even allowed to say yes or no, but you should know. Come on. Do blink twice, but yes. Eternal M's. Wait, Twitch rules are based on California law. Yes, YouTube and Twitch. Yeah, they're Silicon Valley companies. So we're constricted on their laws. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Cali always fucking shit up. That's right. I would be curious if like other states ran their own kind of services. It's just that everything is in one place. So you get like one flavor of how to do things. I'd be curious if like a different state ran another website that's like super big. And like they got different laws and everyone's like, man, it's so much less restrictive on that website. Just move there instead. But everything's just in one place, and it's like one way of doing things. I'm like, oh, but for sure, ATP or Ninja could make their own Twitch, but nah, I don't think so. Even like Ninja kind of tanked because he left, but he was willing to make that swap. I thought for sure ATP or Ninja could. No, I don't think they can. Ninja left Twitch for Mixer with a good monetary incentive, and in exchange, he didn't focus on streaming anymore like he did with Twitch. And what he did is he basically injected himself into normie media. Like he was turning up on Ellen and flossing in New Year's Eve by himself in the rain. Sad boy shit. But he made mad dosh. He hit the normies' consciousness of what streamers are. Like, he's the only one that normies know about. Like your soccer moms and their kids. Flossing everywhere. Like, especially peak Ninja time. He was selling merch. Not on his merch store on his website. Like, in fucking, like, Walmart and Target and shit like that. You can buy Ninja clothes and toys. The deals that he probably got with that, he's probably set himself and his wife up for fucking life. And that's really smart if you think about it. Like, when you're thinking about it from the sake of we're starting.